What up? Big Herc916. Positivity, motivation. I see you out there in Reno. Hey man, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, share the channel, man. Let's grow this thing. Big things are happening over here. Happy holidays to everybody. Hope you guys will have a Merry Christmas. And I'm sending out good vibes out there for everybody. Um, holidays for me is not so much about the gifts, but it's more about the vibe. People helping each other, people showing love for one another, and just putting out good vibrations. And that's how I look at the holidays. It's not so much material, shopping. It's about the warmth and the unity and the bond among family. So, that's what I interpret the holidays to be. And man, we're doing a special live stream on Fresh Out December 18th, 5 p.m. Pacific time. We're going to do the Christmas Big Bag giveaway. Me and Sinister Monopoly. So you guys want to tune in at 5 p.m., which is Sunday, Mountain Time, and we're going to be auctioning off merch. We're going to have artwork and other miscellaneous stuff, man. So tune in, man. I would love to hear from you guys. Get you some holiday shopping done on December 18th, and Sinister Monopoly will be in the house, and we will be doing our thing there. So, yeah, man, it's going down December 18th. Also, for you guys looking for some Christmas gifts, and if you're into cards, check out retailtradingcards.com. I'll type it in the chat here. Retailtradingcards.com. That link right there, use code BIGHERC or BIGHERC916 and you will get a discount. These are some of the cards. They got all kind of cards, man. Tops. They got illusions. They got the Pokemon. All the cards. You guys collectors. You guys are into trading. You're into investing. Cards are a great way to do so for a low point of entry. So check out retailtradingcards.com. Use code BIGHERC916 and you can get you a discount, man, and do some shopping at the same time. So yeah, what's on you guys' mind? I know there's some interesting stories out there. I've talked about it on my channel about the FTX. Sam Bankman-Fried, that's all over the news. Massive fraud, $13 billion. The ultimate Ponzi scheme. And it looks like some people are going to be exposed, but who knows? I mean, they kind of do what they want to do with this stuff, man. But we'll see what happens. No, I didn't see the new Trump card. But yeah, man. Also, if you guys are in LA this Saturday, 11 to 2 p.m., Warren Lotus is doing a toy drive. I'll be popping in there for some Q&A in person. So I'll be doing a little meet and greet Saturday, 11 to 2. I'll probably get there about, is it 11? Yeah, 11 to 2. I'll probably get there about 11:30. And yeah, man, come through, holler at me, man, and let's chop it up, man. What do you guys think about Stefan Twitch about his suicide? That's pretty crazy too, man. I just, that was all over the news yesterday, and they're talking about it some more today. And they said that he was found in a hotel from a self-inflicted gunshot wound, and he had just celebrated his anniversary. Uh, it's pretty. I don't know, man. It's just kind of weird, man, when you see like people who appear to be living the life, man, and something like that happens. I mean, I don't I don't, want to guesstimate what happened or throw any theories out there, but condolences out to the family, man. Um, you know, leaving behind three kids and a wife, man. It's pretty sad, man. That's rough, man. When you got to when a wife now has to deal with that with her kids. Um, yeah, but yeah, man. Outside of that, um, I don't know if you guys seen Gary Busey was at the he we did a little thing with him for Warren Lotus. It's pretty interesting. You can check out Warren Lotus's IG. He was on there. Gary Busey. He's pretty entertaining. Um, Getting ready for Barrett Jackson for you car guys out there. If you're a car guy, you know what Barrett Jackson is, and one of the biggest classic car shows in the country for auctions. You got Barrett and you got Meekum. Barrett has a lot of really high end resto rods, and so I'm looking forward to going and doing my thing there, man, next month. So hopefully you guys will follow my journey, and I'll be posting some videos of the car that will be going for sale at Barrett Jackson. And you can also check it out on Big Herc916 IG and also Muscle Up Detail. If you go to um, the Muscle Up Detail Spray YouTube, you could also see some stuff about the car on there. And the Wig Splitter Porsche, I'll be picking it up this weekend, so I'll be dropping some content on that too. So you guys stay tuned for the Wig Splitter Porsche. That's going down real soon, man. John P, thank you for the donation. Big Herc, been using Man in the Can protein powder in yard time. Good stuff to get yoked and to get support a real channel. Hey, man, I thank you for being supportive and representing, man. I really appreciate it. Yard Time, if you guys haven't tried it, Yard Time is some of the best pre-workout on the market. I've tried a lot of pre-workouts, and my partner, he was actually a formulator, so he came up with the formula for the pre-workout, and it's bomb. I mean, it really keeps me going throughout the day, and man, I don't drink coffee, so it's a way for me to supplement my coffee. But yeah, pick you up some Yard Time, man. I think we only have maybe two more proteins left, man in the can. We're almost out of that, so I don't think we're going to be restocking that, but we do have Yard Time, so you guys can pick you up some Yard Time. Um, Dream car and setup of money with no option, boys. What you copping? I don't know. Hey, what would you guys get, man? If you guys had the opportunity to pick out a car that was your style, any way you wanted it, money not an option, what would you guys get? Would you guys buy something, or would you guys build something? A lot of people I know they would go ahead and buy something. It's a lot faster and easier to buy something done. The build process sometimes it'd be stressful. It's a stressful process, man, building a car. But Buick Grand National, yeah, that's a monster. Did you see Kevin Hart's Grand National? They built him a Grand National that's ridiculous. They said what they're going to do with the reparations. Oh man, they're going to give out some reparations, huh? 1957 light blue Chevy convertible. Okay, 57 Bel Air. That's a beautiful car. Landmark Networking. Thank you. Thank you. Fairy tales do not tell children the dragons exist. Children already know that dragons exist. Fairy tales tell children that dragons can be killed. That's right. That's right. Thank you for the donation, man. Appreciate you. Landmark Harassment Channel. It's time for the Herculator. You already know, man. You already know. 2023 is going to be a great year. Closing out 2022. It's all about moving forward, removing negative energy from your life, getting your workouts in, getting your meditations in, really practicing good energy out there. 68 Charger, man. Have you seen the Speed Core Charger? That's the baddest car out there. In my opinion, as far as muscle cars, one of the baddest out there. That Speed Core Charger Carbon Fiber Edition is a monster. I would love to own one of those cars. Ford GT, oh man. Ford GT, brother. That thing, every year it just keeps going up. It doesn't get any cheaper, and they're very limited, man. But every year they keep going up. You won't lose with a Ford GT. Great investment. 70 K5 Blazer, that's a sick car. 70, 71 K5, man, with the hookup is a monster. Draco from 38th, thank you for the donation, brother. DC in the house. What up, man? Appreciate you, man. Appreciate you, brother. Yeah, man. You got to check out Kevin Hart. Go on YouTube and Google Kevin Hart Grand National. Bro, the coldest Grand National you've ever seen. Sick. Sick, man. Lamborghini Diablo Diablo GTR. The Diablo is a classic. It's an iconic car. The only thing is that there's no room in there. Your feet are like on top of each other, man. You got to take your shoes off and you're still almost riding the clutch with your foot on the gas pedal. JB Well, thank you for the donation, brother. How do you turn the tables on a political snake in prison? Seen anything that works? Didn't work. How do you turn the tables on a political snake in prison? Man, prison is a game of chess, bro. Snakes in prison, you have to be careful who those snakes are aligned with and who you choose to expose your plans, because if you say the wrong thing to the wrong person, it can backfire on you. So you got to be real careful, man. You got to be careful. It's a lot of double crossing and triple crossing in prison, and the wrong thing, man, to get you rolled up. D Griff, thank you for the donation. Any more Coochie Assassin t-shirts, Big Herc? Hey, man, somebody else asked me about my IG, and if you're watching, I apologize for not getting back. I have one large, and I think I have some 2X and maybe a small. But I know I have one large and a couple double X. So if you're interested in a Coochie Assassin t-shirt, send me a message on IG, either under Fresh Out Series or Big Herc916, man, and I can, you can put that order in if you want to get it. Just let me know. But yeah, that's the only sizes I think we have. We don't have a lot of sizes of that. I want to say a large and a couple double XLs, and I don't even think we have any XLs. So, about how you and what's the backstory about me and Rich? How we started One Day You May. I knew Rich from way back in 1998. So I knew him like 20 something years ago. And when I got out the pen, I connected with him, and we kind of started that little business together, and then some things went different ways, but yeah, man, rest in peace, man. Andrew Tate, Cool dude, man. I mean, I met him in person. I don't have anything, ill to say about the man. He's always been a real G to me, man. He's kept it 100. He's a true hustler. He wasn't born with a silver spoon. And, man, he walks the walk, man. Him and his brother Tristan, man, those are two dudes who across all the platforms are 100. So I have nothing negative to say about the man. And my props to him for taking his game to the level he took it to. Showing these young cats out here, Hustler University, how to get their money, man. You gotta. Nobody's gonna give you shit in life, man. And part of being a man is going out here staking your claim and making shit happen, man. So the Tate brothers, they do it well. They shining out there, man. Them brothers out there shining. Um, I won't go back to doing adult films. Not my thing, bro. I don't knock the people who do it, but it's not the same, bro. The game when I was younger, it was different. I had a different mindset. When I was busting all those cheeks on camera, that was young Herc. This is OG Herc. Young Herc, he did a lot of things differently. And like I said, I'm not judging the people who do it. It's just I'm kind of like in a different place right now. Um, yeah, the Q50s, Infinity Q50s are nice rides, man. I remember I used to want one of those, and Q50 is a nice whip, bro. No, no, no issues with that car. Um, yeah, everything starts with your temple. I always tell people, man, get your temple together. Once you get your temple together, physically, mentally, spiritually, you can attract that what you desire. And from there, you'll build a build. But you got to get yourself together first, man. That's the first step. Yeah, the game definitely changed with the internet, man. I mean, when I got into the game, the internet was just starting. What up? All right, y'all. Yeah, man. Everybody who's tuned in, man, I really thank you guys for supporting. If you haven't got the Big Herc said wash your ass shirt, go pick you one up. Freshoutseries.com. Big Herc said wash your ass. I'm also gonna be having Big Herc wash your ass soap. So you guys gotta, hey man, get your hygiene game up. I'm gonna be letting you know, I'm gonna have some really bomb scents, some bomb, some bomb different kinds of soap, man, make you smell good, get that ass clean. So Big Herc wash your ass soap will be dropping soon. I hope to have it before Christmas. If I get, as soon as I get it, man, I'm gonna have it on the website on freshoutseries.com and bigherc916.com. But I'm gonna have some soap for you guys to wash that ass. Would I go on 50 days in? Nah. They try to offer me to go on one of those shows before, man, and I'm not gonna get in there and be snitching and shit, man, and trying to infiltrate the system and mess around and get caught up, man. Dudes know that's not my game. That whole show, man, is I don't know. It doesn't sit well with me to pretend, and then you got guys in there, um, just undermining each other, just a lot of dirty stuff, man. And I wouldn't voluntarily go back in prison for and eat that shit. I'm good, man. How did I end up prison? Watch my story, bro. My story's on Vice. You can see me on Vice channel, brother. It's all over Vice. Go to the website, freshoutseries.com. Go to the Fresh Out Series, the YouTube channel, man. My story's on there. My story's been, it's all over the channel. Watch the channel, bro. Go check it out. Yeah, 60 days in, it is. It's scripted, bro. But I mean, I'm not going to participate in that. Hypothetically, would you? Would I entertain something risque by your significant other at an area other than your house? Or I don't know really what you mean by that, but you know, when you're young, you do different things, man. Um, when you're young, you know you're willing to take risk. You know, you ride around. You might have something in the car you wouldn't normally have if you were older. You know, you do stuff, man, and that's the whole thing about growing up. You grow up, you see things differently. You realize you made mistakes, and you try to clean those mistakes up, man. And you try to learn from that. You don't do when you get older. You don't do. You're not going to run around, you know, doing the stuff you would do when you're 19, 20, 21. You know, you have a different mentality. You haven't lived life. Um, I haven't. I'm not. The cologne will be the next move, but right now I'm focused on the soap. So when I once the soap drops, I'll be letting you guys know. It'll be really high caliber soap, very good quality, and it like I said, you put that soap on, you'll be busting cheeks. You know, wash your ball sack with that soap, man. You ain't gonna have no problems busting her down afterwards. Um, I don't know what happened to Big Mike, man. I don't know what happened to him. Am I 6'2"? Nah, I'm about 6 foot. 6 foot, man. Yeah, you guys. Make sure you guys, like I said, you know, go check out both. Subscribe to both channels. Check out both channels. Um, and represent. Oh, that guy. I don't know. I don't even talk to that guy. Um, Well, it wasn't about the porn game and robbing. I wasn't broke when I robbed the bank, bro. I was just in the gangster state of mind. There's a lot of things that you know, it had nothing to do with really the finances. It wasn't like I was hurting to pay my rent and I went and robbed the bank. I robbed the bank because at the time, my state of mind was such was it was on such a dark negative path that when I entertained that, I was susceptible to choices that weren't at their highest, and I made a bad choice. I made a bad choice, man. You know, and you know, yeah, I could have kept doing adult movies. I could have done a lot of things, man, and that's why I always tell you guys, you know, people talk, oh man, how do you rob a bank? I'm like, it's stupid, man. I would never advocate that today, and if I would have talked about it to somebody else, I probably would have got talked out of it, you know. And that's the thing. I didn't talk to anybody about it. I should have, you know, put it out there to somebody I had close to me. I didn't have a lot of people that were close to me, but if I would have talked about it, I would have never robbed a bank, man. It was the worst choice I made in my life. You know, the worst choice I made in my life, man. Um, Give me cash. Thank you for the donation. Big Herc, I'm living a life, busting cheeks, staying away from negative haters. That's right, man. That's right. Out there living a life, man. That's what it's all about, man. It's all about putting positive energy into the universe and lifting people up. You know, I'm all about, man, good energy. You know, I love to see people win. You know, there's a lot of people out there who say stuff. When you start putting yourself on social media, you'll have a lot of people trying to comment. You know, I heard dudes, oh man, when Big Herc was in the pen, blah 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 blah. You know, and it's like, dude, I've never even seen you. I didn't even talk to a lot of people in the penitentiary. When I was in jail, in penitentiary for almost a decade, everybody that knew me knew I stayed in the law library. I didn't talk to a lot of dudes. I was cool with a lot of people because I was social. But I wasn't in there. I wasn't in there putting in work. I wasn't in there stabbing nobody. I wasn't in there doing stupid shit. So I have nothing to brag about. All I did was file motions. That's all I did. File motions and work out. So, you know, I'm not going to act like I was somebody super duper in prison. But you got these dudes, oh, I heard Big Herc said this. I ain't said shit. I ain't said nothing extra about what I did in prison. I never made up any stories about doing this and that. Half those dudes are, you know, they're just trying to get, they're just trolling. So at the end of the day, man, I keep it 100 with you guys, and you know, try to put out positive energy, man, so you guys could learn from my mistakes. I hate to see these young people going to prison, man. Why there's so much emphasis on haters in the black community? Because it's the crabs in the bucket mentality, man. A lot of people in the black community, when it comes to congratulating or elevating each other, they don't know how to do it. It's sad, man. Even family members, they can't be happy for you. And that's what's scary, man. And so a lot of times you get help from other people that don't look like you. But a lot of people in the community are so bitter, so angry that they don't want to see anybody win. And that's a sad thing, man. That's a sad, man. D. Griff, thank you for the donation. Jail and prison is boring. Don't go. That's right. That's right. Jail and prison is shit. And that's why I don't glorify it. I'm not going to brag, oh man, this guy was getting his cheeks, but I'm not going to, there's here and there, I've had guys tell stories, because if I didn't tell those stories, the channel would have no algorithm. So I have to tell something entertaining and then give you guys some game with it. But at the end of the day, man, prison is straight shit, man. I would rather be at at one of these resorts or islands somewhere, having fun with my wife, traveling, jet skiing. Prison is straight shit, man. Wardison 10, thank you for the donation. If you had to work 9 to 5 instead of being your own boss, what would you do? I wouldn't work a 9 to 5, bro. I haven't worked a 9 to 5. I haven't worked a 9 to 5 since 1997, 96. I'm not cut out for that, man. I'm not cut out for a 9 to 5. Not to say that I can't work, but my 9 to 5 is me working for myself. Me creating my own, wealth, me creating my own economy within myself. So that's what I do. I don't, I'm not really, I'm not a worker bee, man. I'm not somebody who's going to let somebody tell me what to do every day. Sometimes at the end of the day, it would be easy for somebody just to give you a check and tell you what to do. But it takes a lot of effort to be your own boss, man, to be an entrepreneur. And it's not for everybody. But for myself, I'm not the kind of guy that can go and, sit somewhere and let somebody tell me what to do all day. I got to create, man. Can you sit down and do office work for a bank? I've sat and done office work before. I worked for a securities partnership. I've sold limited partnerships, limited gas partnerships, which is Series 23. I used to want to be a stockbroker. So, I'm not beyond. The corporate America used to be really interesting to me. Doing deals. I like the action. I'm just not a cubicle guy, but I like the move and shake. But yeah, man, I've worked in an office before. I've never, thought about as far as, and moving forward, I got some ideas of some things I want to do, but they're more still free type, free range type jobs. Don't know who Big Tune is. Have him hit us up at freshoutseries.com. Have him shoot us a message. I'm always down to give people an opportunity, man. I've given a lot of people a platform with our channel to share their story. Chili Willie, Cali Muscle, a lot of people, man. And so I have no problem if a person is solid. Hey, man, come on the channel, man. Share your story, even if you haven't been locked up. I've had people who are been entrepreneurs who've never been to jail, and they've shared their story. I've had law enforcement. I got a female coming on my channel here in a couple weeks. A black law enforcement officer who retired, but got shot 3 times. So wait till you see that interview on Fresh Out. I have tried getting on a Joe Rogan podcast, man. I haven't been able to make it happen yet, but in due time, I give Joe his props. I don't want to keep bugging the man because then they'll blackball you. But yeah, man, I've been trying to get on the Rogan show for a minute, man. D Griff, thank you for the donation. I feel you, Big Herc. That's why I became a truck driver. I'm my own boss. Hey, man. Yeah, that's one of the great things. Truck driving. Starting a rental business. There's a couple things. I like freedom, man. I like being able to dictate my day, to have my own choices, and that's how I live my life, man. I like being able to not have, like, if I'm late, I can't get fired. I don't want anybody to have that ability to fire me if I'm not on time for something. But I try to be early, but at the same time, I'm not with the whole control of somebody telling me where I got to be at a certain time. That's just not me, man. Um, who is Jay Williams? Let's live life. I'm not familiar with that person. I'm not familiar with that individual. Um, yeah, sales is definitely the best skill. I'm about to get back into buying and selling cars. I flipped a lot of cars since I've been home. I used to buy a lot of cars off of Craigslist. So I'm gonna get back into that. That's one of my other passions is buying and selling cars. So I'll probably start doing that again. But yeah, man, it's just it's all about finding your passion and being able to do what you like doing and just get paid for having fun. At the end of the day, get paid for having fun. Um, Jay Williams is East Coast Big Herc. Oh, okay. Jay Williams. I'm not familiar with him. I'm gonna have to look him up. Jay Williams. I'm gonna write it down. You said Jay Jay Williams. Let's live life. Jay Williams. Let's live life. I'll have to check him out. Thank you. Cartoon 50. I have to check him out. Somebody sent me a video of some dude. He was talking like he knew me and talking. I'm like, dude, these people, when people try to talk like, dude, I don't know these people, man. I don't know if this is the same dude, but there was a video that somebody posted and the dude was talking, oh, somebody told me about Big Herc in prison. Ain't nobody told anybody about me in prison because I wasn't doing nothing in prison. Um, the cost, I can't put a number on that, man. We've been doing Fresh Out now for almost 10 years, man. 10 years we've been doing Fresh Out. Next year, 2023 be 10 years we've been doing um social media. We've been doing Fresh Out. And this is not like, we're not utilizing this as our only means because they mess with our channel, man. They mess with our channel, man. I mean, it's sad, man, but it is what it is. But I keep putting out the same message. I'm not gonna get caught up in all the drama. That's just not my thing, man. Is there any practical way for you to fix urban inner city culture, improve the lives of urban people? Oh man, that's a hell of a question, man. How can you improve the lives of urban people? Shit, man. The only way I see the lives of urban people changing is bringing strong black men back into the household, establishing respect, moral values, and some type of authority, man. I mean, you can't have young men just being disrespectful, man. But I mean, that's what it's come down to, man. It's like there's no respect no more, man. So I mean, without that, I think the urban family is doomed, man. Without a strong black male, man, there's no hope. Oh man, thanks for riding, man. I appreciate you riding with me all those years, man. Yeah, it's all about putting out. I mean, for me, man, it's not always about the money. If it was about the money, there's a lot of other things I'd be doing on YouTube to get the money because I know there's a formula for getting the money if you act a certain way. But for me, this is more about putting out a message that's gonna save somebody's life. You know, sharing my stories. You know, it's gonna help somebody else that maybe don't have the right people around them, and maybe hearing my story help them, man. That's how I got to look at it. I'm hoping that I can save lives through doing this stuff. You know, that's why I do it. Wardison 10, thank you for the donation. Would you ever start a restaurant? Um, Restaurant business is hard, man. I mean, I don't know a whole lot about the restaurant business, and I know that it takes a hell of a work ethic. You know, I thought about a food truck at one point. But you got to be serious, man, and it's hard to find people that you can work with because you can't do it all by yourself. That's the thing, man. You got to have other people around you who are smarter than you and just as ambitious because you'll get burnt out and you can only do so much as a single person. You gotta put other smart people around you. The black Porsche, it's the wig splitter Porsche now, man. The wig splitter Porsche. I'll be picking it up this weekend, so I'll be filming some content this weekend for you guys about the wig splitter Porsche. So stay tuned and make sure you guys go subscribe to my other channel, Muscle Up Detail. It's on YouTube, man. I got another channel and it has a lot of my car stuff. Nothing but cars over there. I never met Kev Mack. I don't know the guy, but I've heard of him. I've never really watched his channel though, but I have heard of him. JB Well, thank you for the donation, brother. Any thoughts on what a movie about SBF will stack up against Jordan Belfort, Wolf of Wall Street? Jordan was balling with hot chicks. SBF was balling and playing lame game with a female troll. I think a movie about him will be lame as hell. What they said, would it be interesting about a movie about FTX is you have political implications, you have potential money laundering, you have misappropriation of funds, campaign contributions, you have a polygamy relationship going on in the Bahamas, a bunch of nerds having orgies. So it might be interesting, JB Weld. It might be pretty interesting. You have this guy with a little afro with energy drinks, and he's busting busting down nerdy cheeks, nerdy little cheeks, and they're having fun and they're blowing through money, buying property all over the world, laughing, playing you know playing video games while they're doing $1 million trades. It might be pretty interesting. John Doe Crazy Ideas, thank you for the donation. Let's go Kings. We making the playoffs. Lakers suck. Oh shit. The Kings are gonna make the playoffs? Man, they haven't made the playoffs since Chris Webber, man. I mean, as far as gotten anywhere close. So hey man, I hope the Kings do something. The other channel's name is Muscle Up Detail Spray. So if you go Muscle Up Detail Spray, the channel will pop up. It's all cars. The link's in the description of this too. In this video, you'll see a link. But if you go to all my videos and the links in the description, I put Muscle Up Detail Spray in there. The YouTube channel. You got to check it out. It's dope. Nothing but cars, man. Do you think it's useful to criticize message to rappers? putting out in the community their music, or are they just a symptom of a bigger problem? I think you have to look at the power of music and the influence, because I understand that everybody wants to get a bag, but do you want your little nephew to be tattooed in the face and to be behaving as though he's less than educated for the sake of a dollar? That's the definition of buffoonery, man. For you to, put yourself in a position for a dollar that's is when you're ridiculing yourself. And a lot of these guys are intelligent, man, and they could be putting out some real powerful stuff. Malcolm X and Martin Luther King, man, Kwame Tumah, man, these guys, man, they had a hell of a message, and they weren't talking about killing other brothers, man. They weren't talking about, abusing the women and drugs and stuff like that, man. Powerful people, man. There's been a lot of black leaders, and so when did the message change? JB Well, thank you for the donation again. The movie would basically be like Harry Potter running a Ponzi scheme. You're right. Yeah, you're talking about Sam Bankman-Fried running the biggest Ponzi scheme, and Alameda, literally these people, 3 people were in control of $13 billion of institutional investors, and they commingled it with corporate funds. Dude, there was no accountability. You imagine having $13 billion with no accountability, and you got celebrities endorsing you? Come on, man. Man, it's just disgraceful, man. Dr. Samir Kadokar, gastroenterologist. What up, man? Do you use juice to bulk up? Nah, bro. I've been working out, bro. I'm almost 50. I'll be 50 next year. I've been working out since I was 14, and I've been 240, 250, 260. So I've been carrying muscle around for a long time. But yeah, man, I've been working out forever, bro. I mean, I got 30 years of working out and training. So, I tell you, like, as far as you get older, people use, what do you call it? Hormone replacement therapy and stuff like that to maintain. But, you got to do your research on that. Has the black community changed with youth today compared to back when you were young? Yeah. The black community, but back in the day, man, I mean, there was a certain level of respect that you had for your elders. And I think because of like the older men, a lot of them were ex-military. Having a military father or uncle or somebody around you, it instilled a certain amount of respect. And that's where I got a lot of my values from. And you looked at life differently, man. A lot of these kids, man, they're not afraid to throw their life away, and you weren't doing things for social media. It was the family structure. A lot of people had both parents in the house. You still had little elements there, but it was not like it is today. I mean, you would never have like the black women putting themselves out there like they do, as far as just the exploitiveness for the sake of attention. When you put yourself out there like that and you expect somebody, you want somebody to give you respect, you can't get respect when you show yourself in a way that's so negative. It's no different than if you're a young man and your appearance, is sending out a certain message. that's just, people are going to react according to that. So, it's not selling out if you want to wear a suit or if you want to dress a certain way. It's just a part of, it's a part of playing the game of life. Plain and simple, man. There's nothing wrong with that. John Doe Crazy Ideas, thank you for the donation. Did you collect Pokemon cards when you were younger? And if you did, do you regret not keeping them? You would have been rich. You know what? They didn't have Pokemon when I was growing up, but they had Garbage Pail Kids. They had Star Wars. They had baseball cards. I had comic books. I had stamps. I had coins, old coins I collected. Man, I tell you, man, if you guys, man, start collecting that stuff now. I wish I would have kept a lot of my old stuff, man. I have some really cool collectible stuff growing up. Comic books, baseball cards, football cards. I had a lot of cool toys that would be worth a lot of money. I had a lot of Star Wars action figures that'd be worth a lot of money. All that stuff, man. I don't have it anymore. Dude, it just got lost moving around and stuff, man. But I wish I would have kept all that. A lot of Hot Wheels. I used to have a ton of Hot Wheels. I lost all that stuff. Tech Frankie, thank you for the donation. What do you think of What do you think of the S650 Dark Horse? What is the S650 Dark Horse? Let me look that up real quick. S650 Dark Horse. S650 Dark Horse. Oh, that's a Mustang, huh? Oh, I'm not familiar with that. Huh. Not familiar with that, man. That's something new. I haven't done any research on it, so I can't really speak on it, but it looks pretty sick. I'm gonna have to check out some YouTube videos on it. Um, he said the new one looks like a Camaro. I haven't seen it. I like the Shelby, man. The Shelby 500 GT 500. The one with 750 horsepower. I think that's a bad boy, man. I think that Mustang Shelby GT 350, man, is one of the baddest. I mean, horsepower. It handles. It's a sick car. I mean, bang for your buck. 750 horsepower for 48,000. What do you guys think? The worst part of Sacramento as dangerous as the worst part of LA? I don't know, man. I haven't been to Sacramento in years, bro. I stopped going to Sacramento after my grandparents passed and my mom left. I haven't been to Sacramento in a minute, and I haven't really hung out in Sacramento in years, so I don't know, how to compare the worst part of Sacramento. When I was growing up, when you're young and you're involved in street stuff, there were some parts in Sacramento that were very dangerous for me to go to because I was a marked man. So I mean, certain parts of Sacramento I would avoid, but I mean, I couldn't tell you today compared to LA because even in LA I wasn't really looking for. I don't go looking for the worst part of anything. I'm looking for where the money at. When I was in Sacramento, I was up towards Rockland trying to bust some Rockland cheeks. I was in Folsom trying to bust Folsom cheeks, Carmichael, Citrus Heights, the South area. I was trying to hook up with females, bro. I was on a cheek busting mission when I was out there. I used to go out to Sunrise, Citrus Heights, and be at the clubs out there, Bobby McGee's and stuff, man. I was up there trying to put my Mac down. So yeah, I got to a point, man, I wasn't trying to really, be in the streets like in the bad areas, man, unless you were doing something you weren't supposed to. But I was trying to find out where all the coochie was at, be a coochie assassin. I'm not really into like, looking for a bunch of knuckleheads. So cool to see you live. Can't wait till I can move back to Cali. He want to move back. I'm cool. I like Arizona, man. I love Arizona, man. Great. I'm out here in the country, man. So peaceful, man. Clean. Peace of mind, man. I did. I lived in Huntington Beach. I went to my junior and senior year of high school in Huntington Beach. And then I lived in Huntington in 94, 95. And then I've been back and forth. But I mean, I spent a lot of time in Huntington. I go back to Huntington once a month. But yeah, I spent a lot of time in Orange County. You know, that's where I graduated high school from. I graduated from Marina High School. Challenger909, thank you for the donation. The horsepower that OEM cars make are crazy, then get crazier in the aftermarket. Too bad those ridiculous dealer markups. Yeah, man, you know, it's always best to get a car used. I would never buy a car from the dealer, bro. They put that markup they put on is crazy. You know, I would wait till after that dealer markup and buy somebody trying to sell it, man, who needs the cash. You know? Now, would you take a GT500 or would you take a Cadillac CTS-V Coupe? Let me hear your thoughts on that. Which one would you take? A GT, a 20, say 16, 17 GT500 Shelby, or would you take a 2016 Cadillac CTS-V? What do you guys think of that lineup? Or would you take a Hellcat? So where are you guys from tonight? Let's get the shout outs in. Shout outs, send the shout outs in. I don't know who that person is. Put him in my live. What up? I see you over there. My G, what's good? Mr. Get, what out there? Holler at me on a private first, bro, and then if you ever want to do something as far as on a live, but I've never really chopped it up with you like that, man. But hit me up on the DM, and we could try to put something together, man. I'm always down to have people on the channel. CTS-V, yeah, CTS-V. I want to get one of those, man. I like the CTS-V coupes, man. Those things are monsters, man. Cadillac CTS-V coupe is a monster, man. When they tune those things right, they sound like just dragons, man. That's another car I like, that CTS-V coupe. Shout out to Fontana, Oklahoma City, 818, Missouri, Fontana, Nashville, Pismo Beach, Oklahoma City, Fayetteville, North Carolina, Ganton, California, Whittier, San Andreas, 713 Houston, Santa Rosa, Los Santos, 703, Anaheim, Altus, Oklahoma. Oh, man. Colorado Springs, South Germany, Constance, NH. Is that North Highlands? Atlanta. Yeah, man. Thank you guys for tuning in. Look for the new content. Subscribe, man. All you guys subscribe to the channel, man. Share the channel. And tune into the live on Fresh Out Sunday, December 18th, 5 p.m. Pacific time. Carver City, Houston, Texas, Nigeria, H-Town. Hey, man, thank you guys. I got to hit the sack because I got to get up early, but much love to you, man. I'm out, man. Thank you for everybody who donated tonight. All the people who basically put up the time. Hey, man, I appreciate you, man. Thank you. Yeah, I got new car videos, man. You got to go to Muscleup Detail Spray. I'm going to be picking up the Wig Splitter Porsche this weekend, man. I want you guys to tune in for it. Make sure you tune in. Fresno, California, Lakeview Academy. Hey, man, everybody, thank you, man. I appreciate you guys.